Steve Pressfield calls it the resistance. It's what leads to writer's block. It's what leads to people getting stuck. It's why you change your outfit 3 times before you have a blind date, right? And so we built an entire society, an entire economy around this glitch in our programming that worked really well when there were saber-toothed tigers, but is now completely screwing us over. Look, being busy is good for a beaver, but that's not your job. Your job, the thing we are going to pay you for going forward, is not being busy. It's for doing that thing that might not work. And if you want to wait till the economy gets better, as Melissa said, just because the tide is out doesn't mean there's less water in the ocean. That the water has moved. The revolution has come and has gone from here to there. And we're going to have to figure out what to do about it. Chung Trumpa Rinpoche tells this great story before he died of going to Tibet with 2 younger, it's when he lived in Tibet actually, with 2 younger attendants, Buddhist attendants. And they were walking to a monastery. And to get to the monastery, they had to pass a graveyard. And in front of the graveyard, on a big heavy chain, was an angry junkyard dog. And they got 30 feet away from the dog. And it's pulling and foaming at the mouth and barking at them. And the chain breaks. And the dog runs right at them. Well, the 2 younger guys stopped being Buddhists and ran like hell. And Rinpoche didn't know what to do, but then he knew exactly what to do. He looked the dog right in the eye and he ran right at it. And the dog was so freaked out by this, it put its tail between its legs and it ran away. And that's what we need to do with the resistance. The resistance is a compass. It is a compass that is pointing in exactly the direction the economy and the culture and your soul needs you to go. Daniel Delaney had a great quote about how he figured out the brisket problem. Right? He didn't look for the, success button on Facebook. What he did was played with it, and he structured it, and he rehearsed it, and he failed at it, and he failed at it, and then he did it again. So when you're thinking about this economy, I don't think I was born with any particular magical running, jumping, or even writing talent. I don't think most of us are. But I do think that what's happened here, as we see with the Hong Kong Cavaliers, is we have this chance to organize a few people, 100 people, maybe 1,000 true fans, to connect to them, to build trust with them, to create a platform where we can do this thing that we call art. Now, it's going to require passion. It's going to require the ability to stand up and say to people, here, I made this, and to fail at it, and to fail at it again, and to fail at it again. It means you should not quit your day job today and expect to make money tomorrow. It means you don't have to quit your day job ever. It means you can do art at your day job. Because art has nothing to do with selling an oil painting. It has to do with being that person we would miss if you weren't here contributing. Then when we look at our opportunity in the world, it's an opportunity to do this other thing. To be generous, because that's what makes it art. Is that if no one sees it, if it doesn't interact with the marketplace, if it doesn't change someone else, we haven't done anything that we can call art. And what thrills me about getting to do what I do for a living, and you see I brought some of my duck friends with me, is that there's enough people out there who are listening to what I have to say. That they've been busy collecting all their ducks. Right? They got that duck, and they got the blog, and they got this duck, and this duck, and this duck. And I get to say to them, wait, once you get the duck, what you going to do with it? What you going to do with that duck? Because it's cheaper than ever. It's easier than ever. We gave you the same platform. Right? If you want to use Kickstarter, go use Kickstarter. If you want to print something on demand with an on-demand printer, go ahead and do that. If you want to organize an event that happens the second Tuesday in every month, do that. Right? If you want to go run a New York Tech Meetup, go run a New York Tech Meetup. Just pick yourself. And you can wait, and you can wait, and you can wait. But it's not going to work, because no one's going to call you up on the phone and say, we've been waiting for you, come do this. That in fact, the people who are succeeding, the people who are changing our culture, and most important, the people who are living the life they were meant to live, have picked themselves. They've stood up, and they said, here, I made this. Thanks for your attention. I appreciate it.